I want to share with you a supernatural story that happened with me and my hair dryer. I'm not kidding you. I think I bent reality. All right, so see this fancy hair dryer? It's actually like a curling iron blow dryer thing. And I got it a couple months ago because I had fallen and I had dislocated the shoulder and snapped my arm right in half. I'm still working on PT with it 3 times a week, trying to get mobility back. It's been a really intense challenge, but this break was, oh my God, it was so painful. Literally, my arm was disconnected and it was moving around. And how they treat that, unfortunately, is they sent me home with pain pills and a sling. There's no way to splint it. They weren't going to do surgery. It was just SOL, baby. You go home and gut it out because in, about 3 weeks, it's going to start to knit together and bind, and then it's going to stop moving around and you'll stop being in excruciating pain. And until then, good luck. It was really rough. I have to say, it was really rough. It stopped my world. It was a hard stop. I was getting ready to launch the Rebel Crone and I had some videos done. And it just like, I could do nothing. I did nothing for, it was probably 2 months before I could really function again and kind of get back to living. So after about 10 days of not taking a shower and not being able to clean up, we wrapped me all up in plastic and stuff, and I got in the shower, one hand, cleaning. And then it came, I couldn't do anything with my hair because I couldn't, you can't blow dry and comb and do all that at the same time. So after a few months, I got this handy little tool that, I could do with one hand. I can do this. I just go like that, and I'm like blow drying it out. Well, this is where it gets weird. And now please keep in mind that I just gone through an intense period where getting out of bed was traumatic. I didn't want to drink a lot of water. Yeah, I needed to drink water because I didn't want to have to get up and go pee, because every time I got up, my arm shifted around and it was just excruciating. So I was very traumatized. I spent like a whole month or more, being in bed or getting to the couch and binge watching baking championship shows. Seriously, I binge watch those every season, every year of spring baking championship, summer baking championship, fall baking championship, holiday baking championship. Somehow or another, it just caught my fancy, and I just binged and binged. Anywho, so that's my frame of mind. So keep that in mind. But I was not on pain meds when this happened. I don't do well with pain meds, and as quick as I can get off them, I get off them. So in this new fancy little hair thing, there is a switch here that goes from off to cool to low to high. So high's at the end. So as I'm going to do my hair, and I'm not having my glasses on, I'm just trying to make it work. I got one hand, I push it all the way over, and it'd be like, it's super high, and it, okay, now I got to click back one. I mean, bear with me, it seems so ridiculous, but something weird happens. So I click back one to medium. There, that's medium. I can do my hair with that. All right, so in my state of mind at the time, I remember thinking, well, who designed this stupid thing? They should have the medium, the speed that we all use at the end. So you just go, and you hit the end, and there it is. Instead of I got to hook the end, and then I got to come back to medium. It describes a traumatized brain at the time. And I remember really thinking about this and being really annoyed by it and really visualizing, it shouldn't be that way. It should be that way. Ugh. So the next time I got in the shower, which was probably a good week later, and I started to dry my hair, I went and I flipped it all the way over, and I was about ready to flip it back. But when I flipped all the way over, it was just going, I was like, well, that's not so aggressive. I thought before that high was really aggressive and I was totally irritated by it. That's kind of okay. But now what happens if I go back one? And I went back one and it blasted to full speed. That's not how this thing works. It works by I go all the way to the end and I pull back one and it's on the lower setting. And I kept doing it over and over. And this time it went to the lower setting and I pulled back and went to the higher setting. I'm like, well, that's the way it's supposed to be designed. what just happened? I wasn't sure like what happened with that. Like, that's really weird. I even remember looking at it and it said, there was medium at the end and then it went to high back. Okay, that's just strange. Another week goes by and I go to dry my hair again. It was back to the first way. It was back to on the high to the lower one. I kid you not. It may seem like something like so silly, but it really happened. I'm not sure what really happened, but reality conformed to my passionate wish for this hair dryer to be designed differently, and it held for one hair drying and then it went back. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you. It's not like a Mandela effect, but in a way it reminded me that of just the fluidity of reality and timelines, how we can pick a timeline in every moment. We're picking where we want to go. We're picking a trajectory. Well, that's a silly one, and I don't really care that much about how this hair dryer is designed. I'm healed. I can use my arm. I can blow dry my hair just fine. Silly example, but something happened, something really weird happened. So I just wanted to share that with you because I know you won't think I'm crazy, that you'll probably share with me ideas of maybe what really happened there. Thanks for listening.